I can't.
Okay, well, as long as you can't.
Stop being so sensitive.
So sensitive.
Sensitive.
Kept you waiting.
Welcome to episode 21 of Casual Mode, your weekly check-in with Carl.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Well, it depends when they're listening. Depends when I get around to actually editing it and uploading it, doesn't it?
Allegedly in stereo and or mono. We don't know which one. Could be anything.
With
Flip a coin.
All stages.
That's it, yeah. 4K, 1080p. What are you drinking again?
I'm off work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you are, aren't you? You're off to the dam because you're an 18-year-old.
Indeed. Wilfred and Dee Dee.
You're going to go to Penis Museum?
I'm not.
Compare sizes?
No, I'm not going to get a money's worth, am I?
Why not?
Well.
Oh, okay. Right. I don't think I'm... I mean...
Cos.
Okay. Episode 21?
21.
21? Yeah. So I asked you this last week about the number 20, but who's your favourite 21-year-old?
Luke. I don't know.
We're recording this on the 5th of March, by the way. It's 20 past 9. Liverpool are playing in the Champions League and currently getting battered by PSG, even though it's 0-0. Which you're happy with?
I'm not happy with that, but what can I do?
First leg, though, and second leg advantage, being at home.
At Anfield. As long as we get the toss.
Get the Parisians over. Get them over. Before we dive into our stories for the day, make sure you check out our website, casualmode.co.uk, for all the latest updates and extras. And don't forget to join our Discord. It's the best way to chat with us, share your thoughts, and get involved in our community. While you're there as well, give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. It helps us out, we think. We've got quite a few subscribers. It's growing still.
It is.
Nice. Organically. If you're watching and you enjoy what we do as well, feel free just to go on Discord. You know what I mean? Just go on there.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Just get
Come on,
involved.
have a chat. We ignored the last person that chatted to us in Discord accidentally.
We didn't mean to, if you all
Didn't mean
listen. If you're not listening anymore, sod you.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Carl's done the notes today, so it's a very nerdy heavy episode.
In my defence, though, like when we do these notes, typically we'll send each other, WhatsApp links throughout the week just to kind of source them. We haven't done that because I've had my mate over. And today has all been about topic number one, which is
It is. Large retailer says it has over 1,000 RX 9070 XT cards in stock, and that's just for one model.
It is.
Yeah, PC Guide. So, a bit of context for anyone that hasn't listened to recent episodes, but Carl has been debating which card to actually stick into a new PC. How old's your current one? Like 7 or 8 years old?
7 years.
But a fancy, massive new Samsung. What is it? What model is it?
It's
Monster?
a G9 Odyssey. Although I found an issue with it, which we could talk about if you'd like. It's annoying me, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
But yeah, back to the context. So Carl's bought a shiny, brand new monitor and has decided that this is the year that he updates his PC. His gaming PC, I should say. So to make that tasty monitor sing. So there you go. So what's wrong with the monitor? What's the problem
I've
with it?
noticed on the left-hand side that part of the screen slightly delaminated, like two little tiny circles. And if you don't have anything which is dark behind it, you can't really see it. But if you have something dark, and consider this is an OLED, so you buy it for those deep
HDR.
darks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's annoying. I spoke to Samsung and they went, I think that's because of physical damage. And I went, I can assure you it's not physical damage. I look after this better than I look after my car. So this has not been damaged at all. And they're like, no, sorry, you have to take it to an authorized retailer. Maybe they'll disagree with me, but otherwise, yeah, we're not gonna cover it under warranty. It's 5 months old. I'm furious. Do not buy Samsungs.
Yeah, that's disappointing considering the actual cost of the bloody thing.
Yeah, it was £700, which is like half price. So it's still good, but I'm annoyed.
I love how you reference like you treat your monitor better than you treat your car, and I just keep on imagining you as like the special stage in Street Fighter, where you just batter the car up.
Or like the first boss fight was with is it Eggman in Sonic, where you jump on top of the car, amazing, the hovercraft. I don't know what it is.
Hovercrafty kind of spaceship thing, but yeah, same kind of diff. I like that. Fine. But yeah, back to the story. So again, it's over on PCGuide.com. So the 1970 XT allegedly is going to enjoy healthy stock levels, unlike Nvidia. So does that make it more appealing to you?
It does. I think it will still sell out. I think it's going to get scalped because the performance of it just looks so reasonable, which we'll go into. It's just, building towards this release. There's been lots of things online where people have been saying, if AMD do this, or if AMD just do this, it'll change like the kind of scene for graphics cards. So price is one of them, performance is another one, and availability. So it sounds like they've managed to produce lots of cards, and that's only good news, because this could be like a kind of a generational shift from seeing Nvidia dominance. Obviously, we're going to reflect on this in a month's time, and it's going to be like, I'm going to look like an idiot. But yeah, in terms of availability, it seems like they've done very well.
So is it from tomorrow you can buy one?
Either tomorrow or today.
That's not bad. £524.99 including VAT.
Which model is that?
That's
what the XT is. It
doesn't say.
So the MSRP of the 9070 XT, I think, is $599.
Yeah, XT cards per brand. Yeah, so it must be. Yeah, RX 9070 XT. So £524.99.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 p.m.
Very interesting.
And that was published on 5th of March. So
that's very interesting. That's a very good price.
Could be tempted by that. Have a little looky. See you tomorrow.
So we can go through the we can drill through the actual performance stats from like reviews that reviewers have come up with so far.
So you've sent me the link on reddit.com. So just in terms of the benchmark, so cost per frame is an interesting one.
It is.
Lower the better. Wow, okay. Yeah. 97 XT, $8.10 per frame,
but
compared
look at the right hand side. That's the average frame rate. So at 4K, over an average over 16 games at 4K.
My God, the difference between the 5070 Ti is like negligible.
Yep,
74 to 79
is an MSRP of 750. So this is
900 on
cheaper.
There. Yeah, 900 versus 600. That's outrageous, absolutely outrageous. And even then, the difference between the 9070 and the RTX 4070. So it's like a far better card as well, because I was looking at 4070.
Yeah. And yeah, that's not obviously not everything, but the thing is that's 4K. So what I did see earlier on is that at 1440p, it's more balanced. But we both got 4K monitors. We both got 4K monitors, and like I just think that's impressive. There's more to it, and there's different tech that's coming out with this generation. Obviously, there's an improvement in ray tracing on AMD's side, and the initial performance reviews, including ray tracing, are really, really strong, and they've almost like bridged that gap now with Nvidia.
How's it outperforming a 5070 on that screen that you've sent for Cyberpunk from Digital Foundry?
Because at 4K it performs better.
That's outrageous.
Well, if you look at the top graph, the 5070 it's got an average frame rate of 63 compared to 74 on average of 16 games. So it's a better card than the 5070. You pay £50 more on MSRP and you get, according to the Digital Foundry review, 22% higher frames per second on Cyberpunk with FSR 3 compared to DLSS 4. And also keep in mind that Cyberpunk is like an Nvidia showcase game.
Yeah.
And 4K with ray tracing on Ultra, it's 22% higher frames per second.
based on your
Impressive.
review of the card, are there any negatives, or is there anything that you're looking at going, it could be better, or is it
It's not
unequivocally
as good
better?
as the top tier of Nvidia, which is like 4 times. Like the 5090 is like 4 times more expensive. It's not as good as that. Fair enough. But yeah, the 5080. Oh, I see what you mean now. You were given the prices before. These are in dollars, but that's okay. So we can use that as a reference. So the 5080, which is twice the price, only gets what 15 frames a second more.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get you pay that additional, and there's always probably going to be an exponential curve at some point to get those additional frames, but still, to your point, for a $600 card versus a $1,200 card,
I think it's insane.
yeah, half the price, near enough.
Yeah,
That's outrageous.
yeah.
I'm tempted to just try and pick one up and then
But if you
store
do,
it.
I'll have it.
I've already picked
You
your
are a
Pokemon
personal
cards.
shopper, exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
I literally am. I know. I just keep my ear to the ground and just sort you out. Like a prized cow, you always take the best of me. Or prized watermelon. You're my prized watermelon.
You're my prized eggplant.
Okay. Bit far. Okay, so then extra $50, like £50, you said, get an extra 14 FPS, 22% better performance, 4K, huge. So is that
That's
kind of like you?
massive.
Is that you locked in then?
I think that's the way to go, because like it may be that they bring out an even better card in the future. You can still sell that card, and I can't see how you're going to lose money based on that performance. But what it means immediately is I could buy a stronger CPU, put that in, and I'm still going to be happy with the performance for the next couple of years. I'm sorry, I'm not forced to then go out and like spunk a load of money. I don't have to. So I think that's really positive. There was other videos that I've gone through today in preparation, because I take this very seriously.
You do. And you
there was
just
a
like to watch
comparison.
those videos anyway. So.
How dare you? I have a life and a job. So I was looking at a comparison of FSR 3 versus FSR 4. FSR 3 was like never really rated very highly. There was loads of artifacting, ghosting.
Shishima.
Yeah, why not? But like they've really tied it up with FSR 4. So the AI upscaling now is like much improved. And even though some videos, some of the reviews are looking through, and they've got obviously a much better eye than I have for this stuff, but they were like doing a side-by-side comparison of DSLS 3.7, not 4, 3.7 versus FSR 4, and they're like, there are positives and negatives to both, but like they're both exceptionally good. So from a ray tracing perspective, it's better. From an AI upscaling perspective, it's better. From a raw performance,
Better than or just better than previous?
sorry, better than
previous AMDs. Okay.
probably better than people expected as well. It's such a performance game. It's better. So the price is there, the performance is there, the availability is there. They've absolutely nailed it. And if they end up going away now and sell a boatload of these, you'll start seeing games back in FSR more than DLSS if they get the market share. Like it's a really interesting moment.
Well, it's like I know you always get watershed moments in tech, and I don't think you really get that with certain cards. You haven't had that for a while anyway, but I think we're getting to that point where, like, what's the next thing other than just improvements? So I know we're getting this kind of like AI upscaling, but is that just something that's now going to iterate and be better every time? And is that something that AMD have still got the chops to be able to then compete with if this is working?
I think when you consider what Jensen, is it Jensen
Button?
No, not Jensen Button.
I know what you mean. Nvidia CEO.
Yeah, so he was just like, AI upscaling is the way to go from now on. So like if both of them are getting to the point where they've got an equal like level playing field, or they're getting there. Intel as well have done really well this generation on the lower end. Like there's competition everywhere. This is really good. And as somebody who doesn't own Nvidia shares, I'm really excited. But I have lost 25% on my investment in AMD. So
I bought a coin the other day on advice from Ad. Vine coin.
Oh right.
Because basically said like there's other coins that have come out with like the Vine kind of, like Vine, the old social media platform.
Yeah.
That's now owned by X, aka Mr. Elon Musk. And there's been loads in the past where they've had like the logo and had them taken down for copyright infringement. Like it's not allowed it. However, this coin has maintained with the image leading to the belief that this is Musk's coin.
Legit.
Yeah, that he's been
Okay.
wanting to launch, or that he's at least.
I'd just be expecting a pump and dump,
Well, basically
just
what
like
I'm
his
trying to
ex-third.
do. But hey, which one? And which time?
Tallulah Riley,
Yeah, that was 3 kids, though, wasn't it? It's not really pump and dump. Like, it's excessive if it
a
is.
lot of pumping.
Could have been triplets. So I was going to sing the that we used to sing, but probably get banned for that. So what was I going to mention? Yeah, so that coin, I put 50 quid into it. It's gone up to like 60 odd quid. And it's kind of
Wow.
like maintained a bit. So big money now, like. But if that was thousands, this thing got trading in it. That was thousands.
Risk and reward, isn't it? Just do it. Why not?
Trade on all the Pokemon cards.
Why don't
become
you
a
just
trader?
remortgage your house?
Could just do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. But positive, you're not going to have to remortgage your house for a new card. There you go. That's positive.
No,
So
it's really good news.
If one comes out tomorrow, you're going to get it.
No, going on a flight to Amsterdam tomorrow.
Yeah, but like, you're pretty sure you can still buy one in between. What time's your flight?
Oh, very early. And you're going to wear this? You upload it? I thought the internet was good on the continent.
21:32 on the BBC website. Charlie from the Whirl has commented on the Liverpool PSG match. This is the most one-sided 0-0 I have ever seen. LFC are a bit like my chippy tea. Battered. Oh, you cad, Charlie from the Whirl. You cad. Okay, so next, unless there's anything about those cards that you want to fawn over anymore.
Negativo.
Negativo. Okay,
Vamos.
well, I will keep my eye on it. I do want to rebuild a new PC. So, have a
How
look
do
at
you
that.
rebuild a PC that you don't or currently have? How can
What do you mean?
you rebuild a new PC?
Yeah, still going to use the box and stuff from this one, aren't I?
The case.
Or should I? Yeah. Box. Case. Well, same diff. With the technical terms.
So the case comes in a box when you buy it, and you take it out the box, and then you just got the case.
Speaking of things that comes in a box, so Tony Hawk's 3 and 4 remake has been announced. You see like the marketing campaign for this?
I have.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
interesting.
decent.
I thought, I don't know if you played 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like that it looked fantastic, but like I just always felt like they're really dated in kind of gameplay. Like my favorite was American Wasteland, which is not everyone's favorite, but
No.
that was a much more developed kind of game in terms of like the mechanics of it. But I think it looks cool. I seen some of the maps and like seeing like the re-renders. I was like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it's nice seeing it. It's the nostalgia of those games are great, and I quite like the kind of classic 90s style marketing that's kind of gone into it, just like billboards and even like the old loading kind of screen, and even the soundtrack as well. Like
Ace
people
Spades.
kind of, yeah, people kind of like picking back up on it. But I mean, you can kind of mold 1, 2, 3, and 4 in quite a lot. I think it just depends on what memories you've got of those games and like what point you played them.
Yeah.
So I played obviously the first one, and I just remember playing that with my cousins for like months after it. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Love that game.
But yeah, 1 and 2, absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. And then what else was I going to say? Yeah, it didn't have like a pawn code at some point where you could like change
Excuse
the. Sure, there was a cheat
PAWN.
code in 3 or 4. I can't remember which one it was. Where you could put the. What was it? You could put a cheat code in, and it turned the skater into a porn star. And
Right.
I don't know. It was like Chase Lane or someone like that.
Am I gonna have to mute that? Do you reckon I'll get past the filter?
I think it'll be all right. I haven't sworn. So, and again, I'm being, I'm not saying I'm going to go out there and like, yeah, let's get the bone in. 96 Quite a Bit of Beings as well by CKY, one of my favourite songs. Interesting story. CKY were meant to have supported Alien Ant Farm on their tour this year, but the 2 singers from each band had a bust up on the first night in the UK. There you go.
Fascinating. Were they planning to go to the Zanzibar?
Carl gives me a load of rubbish for playing in Zanzibar, even though I've played countless gigs. He still picks on that one. So there we go. But yeah, Tony Hawk's. Positive, and if you want to pre-order now, you can get a 3 and 4 demo starting from today.
Okay. How much is it?
$49.99.
I think that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? I mean, you get a lot of value from. I mean, they should have really bundled in 1 and 2 as well, because like 1 and 2's been out for ages.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Giz
Yeah.
your deals.
I do like that.
Top of the PlayStation 5 chart, and that's really put me off. So, GameRant.com, there's a massive PlayStation logo, like the white logo, but on the Xbox screen background, which is like, ugh.
That's weird.
Forza Horizon 5 has risen to the top of many PlayStation Store sales charts after a day. The pre-orders that went live. That's insane. So it's currently leading PS Store pre-order charts in the UK, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Germany, Portugal, Spain, Italy, Australia, and New Zealand, among over a dozen other countries. So, I
A bit
mean,
faster to say where it's not.
yeah, we can kind of bundle this into the next kind of story as well.
I think we can.
But like again, we've been speaking about it for ages, and we know the kind of like absolute monumental backward step that Xbox have kind of taken, and Phil Spencer's personally taken as well by going, like you've got to just expect Xbox games to come to PS5, and you need to expect that you're going to see PlayStation logos on future Xbox announcements and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, the fact that this game is amazing anyway, it's probably no surprise that it's topping the charts for a load of people that have never really played it before.
However, does that mean this is actually a very shrewd move?
Oh no, it is a very shrewd move. Like, there's no doubt about that at all in terms of
But is it a
making
short-term
money.
shrewd move?
Yeah, I mean, they've just become the biggest publisher on PlayStation overnight. I think that's the kind of consensus, and it's only going to take them to release like the Master Chief Collection and the Gears of War Collection, which is obviously the other story that's mooted at the moment, really. And then what IP is remaining? That's on Xbox only. But you're still going to get those
Get Astrobot
games.
over.
Astrobot from the Xbox, yeah. I know, but it says a lot, that you're not seeing those games yet on Xbox, and you are seeing it go the other way. Yeah, but look, yeah, you're right. It's shrewd. So we got concrete release date for the games. PlayStation Port is April 29th. You gonna get it? You gonna bother with it?
Forza.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, I've got it on Game Pass, haven't I?
yeah.
So I play it on the PC quite a lot. And to be honest, I love it on the ultra wide. On the ultra wide, it loads like in like a 16:10 ratio, and then when it goes into car mode, it just goes boom and just fills the whole screen.
Oh,
Phenomenal.
nice. Yeah. Do you get an advantage from playing it that way? Is it like not difficult, like paying attention to everything, or is it fine?
Yeah, I mean, you only kind of see where you kind of focus, don't you? So it's very wasteful. I think we talked about this in the past, actually, on a previous recording, how it's wasteful because like you don't really use your peripherals that much, but if they render them in like a native resolution, there's no point.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh well.
But then RTS games, you said, are absolutely banging on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stellaris, unbelievable. But yeah, I think the Gears of War side of things, that's interesting. That was a game I used to absolutely love.
I really liked one, and I can't really remember playing anything after that point. So I'm definitely wanting to go back to them. It's the tank controls that I think are dated a little bit, but I reckon I can probably get through it.
I used to love playing multiplayer. Shotgun, you just run around like hunched over, and double tap, you do front roll, and shock them in the knees.
Could be a good one to see whether or not you can do online co-op.
You could back in the day.
I'm sure you can, yeah. So see whether or not we can. That'd be
Crossplay.
pretty very interesting crossplay. So there's no, so it's a leaker allegedly. So this is on GameSpot.com. Just saying, Gears of War Collection is reportedly going to be announced this summer with a PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S release. Gears of War E-Day also reportedly is targeting a 2026 release window, which is the next game in the mainline series. So there's a leaker that's relatively well revered. Ex-Taz ones. Saying Microsoft is reportedly going to reveal a Gears of War collection during the upcoming Xbox Games Showcase in June, traditionally the E3 month. While the exact games in the rumored collection are unknown, it's likely going to at least include the first three, although the spin-off Gears of War Judgment could be part of the package too. And the leaker doesn't have any information about a Nintendo Switch 2 port. Oh, it made me cough that. Was that funny? Which is quite interesting, actually, that people are assuming that these things are going to come to Switch. So it's funny how nobody has an issue about being on Nintendo. What?
Harvey Ellis just scored.
Has he? Oh, bloody hell. You called it. 88th minute or 89th minute, apologies.
86 minute.
I've got 88 on it. So. Elliot slots ahead after being dominated by PSG. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Bilton just messaged saying I wouldn't be surprised if you nick a 1-0.
Did you put a bet,
He's
did you put a bet
raging.
on? Is he raging? He will
Yeah,
be
I love
raging.
it.
Matt.
dear.
Our friend Matt, the Man U fan. So that's pretty much it. We got what are you playing at the moment? Ooh, interesting. Got your
Trying
headset
my
back
best
on?
to find time to try my best to find time to get playing on it. Every time I play it, I really like it, and it is for me the best driving experience game that you can play.
Spyro the Dragon.
Yes, Spyro the Dragon. No,
Great game.
GT7 on PSVR 2. I just think it's it's annoying that F1 2024 doesn't have a PSVR 2 to be like that available, because I've got the PSVR 2. I don't have the Steam. I don't have the Steam
Adapter.
the adapter. New PC with that. Interesting, isn't it?
That is interesting. Can't take your headset away with you though. What are you taking to Amsterdam with you?
Don't know. A lighter. No. I don't know. I might take the Steam Deck just for the versatility of it.
Hey, Steam Deck.
Hey, that's nice.
Hey, you've got a Steam Deck yet?
What are you playing? Do you have a license to play those odd games?
Oh my
Emulation
gosh.
is frowned upon in my country.
Do you own all those ROMs? Yeah, for sure.
In episode 3, you said no.
Yeah, it's me, the ROM police. Ron Burgundy. Yeah, for sure. I've been playing a lot more of Kingdom Come Deliverance too. I say a lot
Enjoyed
more.
it?
Like, yeah, I am. About another 2 hours. It's just very, very good at keeping you roped in with the story, and even the kind of like elements of it that are a bit boring. Like, I don't particularly like the combat in it
No.
because a little bit too kind of like finicky, and you've got to decide what stance you've got and where you attack, and then whether or not you back off, and it's just a little bit too much for me. But like even getting through those parts, I'm not I'm not phased by it.
Okay.
Special nod, I've been watching Severance, so you watched season one?
Everyone's telling me to rewatch that.
Yeah, you need to
I
rewatch
saw
it.
season 1. I did struggle at times with it. It just felt like I was watching it for the sake of watching it, probably to pacify you.
Sounds right. I mean, season 2, kind of the same quality, same caliber. So it can be a bit slow. Like the last episode was phenomenal, but it was slow. It's a bit more of a love story and like a little bit more context in terms of what's going on. But it just does enough, better than something like Lost, just to kind of drip feed you enough of what the mystery is to kind of keep you excited for what's on the next week.
Yeah.
But the last one, I thought the last episode, without ruining it, some of the shots that were done in it that now it's coming out that aren't CGI are fantastic. So yeah, really, really special TV show.
So
Definitely worth
I
getting on it.
need to give it a chance again, don't I? Really.
I think so. I think it's definitely worth it. And did you watch Arcane?
I tried. You asked me to look at that as well. I did try, but
So I'd encourage you to try it again because I persuaded Soph to watch it. So we've just been working through we finished season 1, and I'm now up to speed on where I was up to on season 2 with her. So I think we're like episode 6. That is absolutely fantastic as well. It's such a great TV show, and it definitely deserves the plaudits that it's had. The animation style, the music. Like season 2, there's some parts that are a little bit more annoying and some parts are a bit contrived, but like in terms of the actual story that kind of roots through it, just absolutely fantastic. And the fact that it's a League of Legends adaptation or just like a fleshing out of that story just like baffles me even more because they basically went with nothing and created an entire universe through this game. So
do you know what I think you should do? I think you should. I'll watch that, and you should watch Author Shenanigans on YouTube. It's a YouTube channel from a guy who essentially goes motorway by motorway, talking about the nuances and like secret areas of each motorway and the backstories behind them. Like when you see a slip road which goes nowhere, he kind of goes through, oh, well, actually, the 70s, there was this planning application and they wanted to build out this motorway structure, and then they couldn't do it. So I think you should watch that in return.
if that's the caliber of show that you believe that these shows are going to be, then I mean, I can't.
That's what gets me hooked. I see that. I see the
Yeah,
notification
evidently.
come through off YouTube, and I'm like, oh my god, there's a new episode of Auto Shenanigans.
Whenever anyone meets you, I think they must just automatically assume like, oh, he's obviously his attention span's not quite there, and he can't sit still. But the reality is, you're watching the most boring, benign stuff, and it's like fantastic for you. So
How's a normal conversation supposed to stimulate me when I'm used to Auto Shenanigans?
honestly, if I send Carl a picture of just like a viaduct or just a bridge or just a abandoned railway line, I don't think I've ever seen anyone as happy and reply unironically with excitement. So, deals of the week. So, what have you put down?
I have put down a game really we probably should have talked about considering, but maybe did we speak about it last week? Possibly we did. It's Monster Hunter Wilds on PS5.
We did not speak about this. I think we said it was coming out.
Right, okay.
It seems to be, reviewed fantastically well. $47.99 is a good deal.
Yeah. Not my kind of game, but...
So apparently it's the most accessible Monster Hunter game, and it loses a lot of the like the tropes that it had within it of like preparing meals. It's still in there if you want to, but it's not as don't have to rely on it.
Okay.
So apparently it's meant to be a hell of a lot more high octane and yeah. So
I only played the 3DS version of it. Maybe that wasn't the one to play.
I played the 3DS version. I remember that. Yeah.
I thought it was really cool, like how it looked on the 3DS, but I just always felt like I was a bit like, so it's just like the boss fight all the time. Like, is that basically the only objective to just beat the boss every single time? And it's another boss, and then another boss.
Well, I was reading How Long to Beat, and it's something like 15, 16 hours for like the main storyline. Right. And the conceit is like, you go out, you hunt an animal, and then you find it, and then you're kind of fighting it, and that's it. And then you do your bits with it.
Try.
I did, brutally honest. Yeah, I did. I really struggled with it. I played World because Pete made me. He was like, please play it with me. So like, I played that game, and it was fine. It was okay. I played it for like 5 or 6 hours, and did not get my money's worth, but it was enough.
Okay.
So I don't think this one appeals to me, if I'm brutally honest. But yeah.
Well, if it's anything like Dragon Age: The Veil Guard, just wait 4 months and it'll be available for free anyway on the PlayStation.
Yeah, you weren't happy about that, were you?
No, not really, because I paid for the full whack for it, which I
not if you live in Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah, that was quite interesting, wasn't it?
That was interesting. Yeah, so if you
not to make that the game of the year.
Let's not make that political comment, but like if you live in Saudi Arabia, you don't get that game. You get something else. So obviously, it's intimating that some of the politics that are within it are not acceptable for Saudi Arabia. So
interesting. Let's say no more.
Let's leave that there. So my deal is, thank goodness you are here. It's on sale over on Steam, so you can get that for £11. I saw it cheaper than that. You can go to Eniba and get a Steam key from them, but it's a DRM. So I think so. So I think that's fine, isn't it? So it's £6.42 you can get that for, which is outrageous. So that jumped to the top of GG.deals. So that's just a really funny game. If you haven't played it, it's just like a load of northern humour in like a very slapstick kind of way, like basically point and clicky kind of game with a very mild, benign story that goes through the middle of it. But it is really funny, and it's my type of humour, so worth it. Full time, there we go, made up.
1-0.
Full time for us as well, mate.
Deserved.
Full time for us as well.
Indeed. Can we just sign off by saying, Alisson Becker, you beautiful man.
He did very well according to that. Apparently, he's got a man of the match, or is that nailed on?
Oh, definitely. He was unbelievable.
Yeah. We've been casual mode. Anything you want to bring up other than Forza Dam?
How much I love Arnie's slot. Beautiful bald man.
Okay, I don't like my bald man at the moment. Leave him alone. Thank you for joining us again. Please subscribe this video if you have watched. I'm sure you have already, but would be appreciated. Yeah, there you go. Card in the horizon. Please tell your friends as well. Keep it casual.
Muy casual.
Bueno.
Bye.
Bye.